students, welcome to Teja Online Tutorials. In the previous video, we were discussed about the cytoplasm of a cell. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about the nucleus of a cell. Actually, what is a nucleus, children? Nucleus is a spherical shaped structure which is present both in plant and animal cell. Now, the picture what you are looking, the left side is the animal cell and the picture that you are looking right side is the plant cell. In the animal cell, I am locating with the red mark. Here is the center. This is the center of the cell. At the center of the cell, the nucleus is present in the animal cell. Whereas in the plant cell, once you look at the left side of the picture, so right side of the picture, here is the nucleus is present. This nucleus is located towards the periphery of the cell. This is because due to the presence of this large vacuole inside the plant cell. This large vacuole occupies a lot of space inside the plant cell so that the nucleus is located towards the periphery of the cell. This is about the location of the nucleus. And this nucleus is also called as a control center of a cell. So why it is called as control center of a cell, children? It means in animals, how the brain controls all the function of a body, in the same way the nucleus controls all the functions of the cell organelles. So it is the nucleus is called as a control center of a cell. This nucleus was first discovered by a scientist named as Robert Brown. Now let us discuss about the structure of a nucleus. The nucleus is covered with two layers. These two layers are called membranes are called nuclear membranes. In the picture I am showing with the red mark. So the nucleus is covered with the two membranes. These two membranes are called, two layers are called nuclear membrane. And this is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. Once you look at the picture I am showing with the red mark, this is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane, and the space which is present between these two membranes, here is the space which is present between the two membranes is called perinuclear space, in which different types of enzymes are present. They are mainly responsible for the formation of membrane, and on this outer membrane you see that here some small tiny pores are present on the outer membrane of the nucleus. These small tiny pores are called nuclear pores. So these nuclear pores are formed due to the contact of the outer and inner layers. And these tiny pores are mainly responsible for the passing of materials from the cytoplasm of a cell to the cell into the nucleus of the cell. And the nucleus also consists of a jelly-like substance, and this jelly-like substance is called nucleoplasm, that I am showing with the red mark inside the picture. Once you observe the picture, so this is the jelly-like substance which is present inside the nucleus. That jelly-like substance is called nucleoplasm, similar like as the cytoplasm of the cell, in where the RNA synthesis will takes place in the nucleoplasm. And this nucleoplasm also consists of here once you see the picture, the black color ones are thread-like structures are present on the inside the nucleoplasm. These black color thread-like structures are called chromatin. They are called chromatin. I will say afterwards about the importance of the chromatin. And here inside this nucleoplasm, once you see the picture here, one more small spherical shaped structure is present. This small spherical shaped structure is called nucleoid. So this nucleoid consists of RNA, that is nothing but ribose nucleic acid, which is mainly responsible for the synthesis of proteins required for the cell. Now let us see about the function of the nucleus. The main function of the nucleus consists of this. I already told that the nucleus consists of small thread-like structures are present. These thread-like structures are called chromatin. I already said this chromatin at the time of cell division, they combine together in the picture. Second picture, once you see the second picture, these are the chromatin thread-like structures. When they combine each other, they form a rod-shaped structures. These rod-shaped structures are called chromosomes. These are called chromosomes. These are the rod-shaped structures. They are called chromosomes. These chromosomes contains DNA. What they contain, children? They contain DNA. DNA is nothing but deoxyribose nucleic acid. So these DNA and proteins, they are present in the chromosomes, which are mainly responsible for the transferring of inheritance from the parent to offspring. It means the inheritance is nothing but characteristics. What are the characteristics which are present in the parent cell, that is going to be transferred into the offspring. So here due to the presence of these chromosomes, only the cellular reproduction are taken place. Means the division of cell takes place due to the only the presence of the nucleus, only the presence of chromosomes which are present in the inside the nucleus. I hope that you understood about the structure and function of the nucleus, and this is about the structure and function of the nucleus. Thank you.